Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Last night, Barack Obama got a lot of attention for his remarks campaigning for Kamala Harris. Depending on what side of the aisle you were on, either his remarks got a lot of praise, or if you were on the Republican side, there were a lot of people who thought what he said was racist, because essentially he said, if you're black, you need to be voting for Kamala. Just like Joe said about 4 years ago, you ain't black if you ain't voting for me. And of course, what did Joe Biden ever do for black people besides have a token black president and a token female black vice president? Well, he sent a lot of them to prison with his 94 crime bill. Those points aside, this very divisive rhetoric, which is what it's always about when it comes to politics, united we stand, divided we fall, and here's a divided populace fighting over two sold-out parties who operate by a Kabbalistic code of letters and numbers, which Freemasonry is based in, and doesn't that make sense in light of D.C. being called the Masonic City? Anyhow, these fighting words from Obama, they came yesterday on the 68th day of his age, and of course, you know, he was number 44, elected 44 years after the Civil Rights Act, when MLK got smoked on 4-4 in 68, and as we pointed out so many times in Gematria, Barack Obama equals 68, as does Donald John Trump. Remember, Trump had his latest scare where he almost needed a new bandage for his ear on the golf course on 68 date numerology, 68 days before the JFK anniversary getting popped in Dealey Plaza, named after a Mason. But if you're new here, again, in case you're wondering why there's different ciphers, there are 4 base ciphers of the English language: the alphabetic order, the reverse alphabetic order, and then both orders with numerology applied. You can see on the base ciphers Barack Obama, Donald John Trump, and even the acronym CIA all equate to 68. What's interesting is that on the same day that Obama made these remarks, it was the same day that Ethel Kennedy died, who was the wife of RFK, who was killed in 68. And of course, a lot of people heard about the assassination of MLK through RFK when he announced it on the campaign trail. But as we covered, Ethel Kennedy died yesterday, and it was 68 days before the Pope's birthday. You know, you just got to say, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that, especially when the Kennedys are Catholic and Catholicism equals 68? And again, it was the Catholic Church and the Jesuits who gave us the calendar and language and synced up this whole system. Let's not forget that mathematics equals 68 either. But yeah, if you missed my work on Ethel, the video's up. I had a little bit more to the post because I noticed there was a Gavin Newsom connection as well. She died on Gavin Newsom's birthday, again, 26 weeks after her birthday, 26 days before the election. Gavin and Newsom both equate to 26. Of course, he's connected with Nancy Pelosi, who used to work for the Kennedys. It's all one big sick family affair. But yeah, Obama's fighting words. The right's calling it his most divisive rhetoric ever, being a racist. It's ironic coming from Fox News. That network's always been racist. And again, I don't take either side of the political aisle, but like if you're somebody who tunes into Sean Hannity each night, do you ever like question if that guy means anything he says? Because I could rewind to Sean Hannity back when Bush was president. He'd say every night, because a lot of people didn't like Bush, if you got a problem with the president, you should either keep your mouth shut or move out of the country, because that's what we do as Americans. We support our president. He'd say that stuff all the time, like every single night. It reminded me how Hannity was through the whole Obama administration. It wasn't every night for 8 years straight just talking mad shit about Barack Obama. How about the last 4 years of Biden? Hasn't it just been talking mad shit about Joe Biden? So it's like, what do these people, what do any of them mean? The pundits on TV, the politicians, none of them mean what they say. They're all full of it. They're all full of it. And they're all out there, you know, executing the script by a code day after day. So Obama's fighting words, his most divisive speech ever, some are saying. It's not an accident it came on the day it came on. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time.